Hey, welcome to everybody. We are back with the next episode on breaking the myths. And today we've picked up words which in layman's word means the same. I mean, to all of us, we think it's same, but there is a difference between them. Words like intuition, clairvoyancy, and psychic. These are words which we use in some way or the other to describe the sixth sense, and they all seem to be the same to a layperson. But when you ask an expert, there is a difference in each of these words. So today, let's ask the expert Neelu, what is the difference between these and how can we develop and use them to our advantage? So welcome, Neelu. Neelu uses theta healing as a tool in her healing sessions. She is initiated into Kriya Yoga, and she uses Siddha Yoga as a base for a lot of her learnings. And she's someone who is an extremely intuitive, clairvoyant, and psychic. And I've used all the three words because she is all these three. But we have her with us to make us understand that what is the difference between each of them.
Hello, Deepti. Thank you so much. So, the difference between intuition and clairvoyance, according to my perception, is that intuition is connected to your third eye,
Okay, that
and and clairvoyance is connected to your crown. Because when you're intuitive, there's a lot you can pick up about people and about your own life. But if you want to kind of tap into the universal consciousness, know more about the universe and people's like past lives and like basically beyond the limited, right? So then you have to when you have an open crown chakra, that is where clairvoyance comes from, because you can actually connect with the source and get your answers. Your connection with the source is through your crown.
okay, that's very interesting. I never knew that. So what you're saying is that intuition operates from your third eye and
Yes,
clairvoyancy operates from your crown chakra.
yes, yes,
So it's possible that you may not be intuitive, but you may be clairvoyant, or the
yes.
other way around.
Whatever is more open.
Right. And where does psychic fit into all this?
See, both are psychic abilities. Being clairvoyant and being intuitive, both are psychic abilities, right?
Okay.
Anything that has to do, even, when people like our different chakras, right, have different psychic abilities in them. So the more your chakra channels clear up, the more they are energized and activated, something or the other just starts opening up in you. People who have, a very largely open heart chakra, through empathy, they just come to know so much. They can also heal through empathy, when they feel everything. So, there are different senses and everything is called, you know uh, whatever you
Right.
ask
So
me.
psychic is an overall terminology. So if people
Yes,
are able to tap into any of their abilities and do something, that is called the psychic. But if you're able
yes,
to do it through your third eye, that's intuition. And if you're able to do it through your crown chakra, that is clairvoyance.
yes, yes,
And it is not necessary, as most people believe, that uh, from down you start with root chakra, every chakra opens. It's possible that an higher chakra is open, whereas your lower chakras are still
yes,
not open.
yes. Some people are who are very pure souls, who are really good at are very naturally connected to God and all that. Their higher chakras are very much open, but they don't have the skills to survive in the world.
Right.
They're the ones who don't know how to say no. They're the ones who are used like doormats because they're too good.
Yeah.
So their lower chakras are very much blocked.
No, that makes sense because most of the times when we speak to people, people believe that chakras open from lower to the higher, but it's
Yeah,
possible that it's the other way around.
see, even I believe when you start any practice in Siddha Yoga or Kriya Yoga or anything, you start from your lower chakra. But what you've already done in your past lives also has an impact on your chakras, right?
Right.
If you have, if you have past lives where you have been very spiritual and practiced a lot of spiritual practices, your higher chakras will already be open by birth.
Right.
Some people are clairvoyant by birth. That is because of their energy. You always carry what you have already achieved in the past life.
Right. So we are not born with a clean slate.
No, no. Unless if it is somebody's, first birth, or unless if it's a very, very evolved soul who's come, with a clean slate, just for, to help the world or, raise the energy of earth.
Right.
Then there are people who are born with a clean slate, but usually most of us are not.
Right. So
Yeah.
how is there any way that we can tap into these abilities and use it in a very conscious way, whether it is intuition or it is clairvoyancy?
I think the most easy way is to start meditating. Meditation is what opens you up psychically. Chanting, meditation, all these things, that people have been doing since eons of time. And just observing your breath coming in and going on. If you're not good at meditation, no problem. Just sit and observe your breath. That's it. So there's so much that one can do, all these practices. Like we do tratak, concentrating on one particular thing. We do Surya Namaskar. So not literally Surya Namaskar, but we do Tratak on the sun, right? So there are a lot of exercises that people can do to activate themselves, but the most easiest one is meditation.
Right. And you don't even need to go do a lot of things. You just need to focus on your breath, which you can do
Yes,
anywhere, like even sitting in
yes.
a bus, traveling in a bus, sitting in your office. You can just close your eyes and start focusing on your breath.
See, along with closing your eyes and focusing on your breath, there is two very important factors that you have to follow. Like one, that your body has to be very relaxed. To achieve anything spiritually, you need to, relax yourself and go into a really slow brain wave, where you're very calm and all that. So that is the one thing that is very important. The other thing that is important is when you're sitting and trying to uh, either focus on your breath or do whatever, that time try to be still, because if your body is still, you will get better results. If your body is still and it is calm, you will definitely get better results. So if you see people who take people into hypnosis, hypnotherapists, what do? They make you lie down. So you're lying down and then they keep talking to you for 45 minutes till you're calm and till you go within yourself. So you're calm, you're still, and that is when they start talking to you, they start their work, right? Because that is when you are somewhere, if not in your subconscious mind, at least closer to your subconscious mind. Because all this cannot be achieved through your conscious mind. You have to start tapping into your subconscious mind, and once you go deeper into your subconscious, then you have to start going even more deeper to your superconscious. So that is how subconscious, when you go, you become very intuitive. When you go into superconscious, you become clairvoyant.
What is the difference between superconscious and subconscious?
The difference is the brain wave, right? The lesser thought, because when you are able to go into your subconscious, you have very, very few thoughts while you're doing your practices. But when you achieve the stillness of thought, and then you remain in that space, you start accessing your superconscious. Superconscious is nothing but all the memories will first come flooding through, that about your past lives, about how when your soul was created. And first it's all about you, and then you start getting information about the universe. then you can get information about anything you want because you're connected to the universal grid. When you are getting in your subconscious, you start connecting to the earth grid. When you start connecting to the superconscious, you start connecting to the universal grid. So, yeah.
That's a very, very interesting thought. I mean, it's something I think that we would all be interested in doing, but yeah, it requires a lot of effort in developing that muscle of meditation, of stillness, of silence, which is something which most of us struggle with.
People put in a lot of effort in meditation and all this, but they're the ones who are creating hurdles for themselves. You have to do effortless effort, because if you're putting in effort, then you're not going to get there. You have to just let go and just be, and that is when you will get there.
And I think for us human beings, that's the most difficult thing, effortless effort to let go.
Yeah. But I we are blessed with so many great beings on earth who can take you into that state just like that. I was initiated into Siddh Yoga and instantly I was in that state. So, but very rarely we come across such great masters.
Right. But I think,
Yeah,
like, let's say for
a
normal
common.
people, yeah, normal people like me and others who are watching this program. So then what you're suggesting is that meditation, chanting, breath work are some of the ways in which we can actually improve our overall psychic abilities, which could include
Yeah, yeah,
intuition, clairvoyancy.
yeah. But apart from that, you have to make an effort when you are living your life. See, it's all about your mind. It's all about how you deal with your mind. Your mind is going to make you, get sucked into this drama of life. And everything is so magnified, you know, and it is like a reality. Actually, this is not real. Nothing is real, right? We've lived so many lives, we've forgotten all of them. We are going to forget this one. So it's not really real. But what we have to do is during the whole day, we just have to observe our thoughts. Anything where you react, that is your hurdle. So just witness and just observe yourself. Which are the places where you react at the drop of an hat? That is your uh, that is where you need to work. And then what I do is I practice just disconnecting from that thought of reaction. My mind gives me a lot of reasons why I should not disconnect with that thought, but I do not listen to my mind. I just disconnect, because anything that is pulling my energy down is not going to do any good to me in the end of the day.
I think that's a very, very great tip that you have given, because most of us react and then we move on without realizing. And over a period of time, those reactions accumulate
Yeah,
and they come out in a much bigger reaction or in terms of a physical ailment or a relationship issue or something. So
yeah,
I think,
yeah,
guys, whoever is watching us, please, I think this is one of the greatest tips that I have come across, that watch your triggers, watch what is it that you react to, and see if you can work through it, process it, and do away with that reaction. And over a period of time, as you keep going through your reactions and resolving them, you will come to a state where you are just observing life as it goes by. And that is when you start really tapping into all your psychic abilities.
yes.
So
You,
thank you so much, Neelu, for that. That was really informative, and hopefully we will all follow that path.
thank you, Deepti. It was very nice talking to you.
Same here. Thank you. And we'll keep coming back with such nuggets of wisdom from Neelu in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.